We have seen a ton of growth here over the last several years, especially as you go north. Two huge new development projects were announced this week, too, just to add to the pile there. Our partners at the Dallas Business Journal have been reporting on these huge land sales. Editor-in-Chief Will Anderson is joining us this afternoon with what these projects are expected to bring to the area. We were chatting about this a moment ago, and you joked that it seems like we've heard this story before because it's the same thing. It just keeps happening, and it seems like it's getting bigger.
That's right. Huge communities proliferating, especially on the northern side of the metro, like you're saying. And basically, there's no slowdown. That's the takeaway.
So let's start off with the one that's happening north of Fort Worth. And this is spilling over now into Wise County as well.
Correct. So on the Fort Worth side, more recently, we've reported almost 1,800 acres changed hands. And the buyer is Lennar, which huge home builder, absolutely massive nationwide. And they're going to put, looks like about 4,000 homes in New Fairview. If you had to look up New Fairview, I look at New Fairview. I don't know if you are familiar with that town.
Tiny.
Its population is only about 1,500. So that's a home for every man, 2 homes for every man, woman, and child. Of course, it's going to be new people moving to the area, mostly. But an absolutely massive injection of housing for the New Fairview area. But that whole corridor northwest of Fort Worth is just really starting to explode. You're seeing these other huge communities out that direction. But to your point, this is a massive one.
Well, you really you think about some of the growing pains that might be experienced there when you start to see in just a matter of several years here a community doubling, tripling, quadrupling in size.
Yep. They're going to need roads. They're going to need schools. I know WFA has reported this as well. In Collin County, the city of Princeton has a moratorium they just extended on new housing because they're worried about roads, wastewater, public safety. I don't know the situation in New Fairview, but so I don't want to suggest they're going to do anything like that. But those kind of infrastructure concerns are on the mind of every public leader and a lot of business leaders too.
Well, you really have to start playing catch up in some of these places. Also in Collin County, since you mentioned that, we've got another huge one going in. This is in the town, you almost want to call it city now instead of town, of Anna, which, boy, that's exploded in recent years too. And now, that goes on steroids as well. Yep.
Sister cities, north of McKinney, they've seen a lot of growth already, other very large neighborhoods out in that area, but this is another huge injection. It's a North Texas developer, Telus Group, has bought almost 1,000 acres in Anna. They're going to put another huge community, I think about 3,000 homes. It's a lot of what we've seen out there already. Big amenities, big homes. I thought it was also interesting they mentioned they were going to have like a 65-acre farm.
Yeah, that's sort of the centerpiece of it. That's interesting.
So yeah, something that maybe differentiates it, but really what you've seen in a lot of other neighborhoods. Really big neighborhoods, big amenities, trying to lure these buyers from North Texas, around Texas, from around the country.
What's interesting there, though, with that farm idea is, keeping some of the character of the community as you, sprawl out from the big cities.
I suppose, yeah, nestled in the middle. They might have a couple of horses kind of hanging out.
And I guess with that one too, you spoke about infrastructure being such an issue, with a lot of these. There has been a lot of infrastructure development out that way with new roads and so forth going in.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have given Collin County credit, deservedly so, about road construction, whether it's the Dallas North Tollway, the new Collin County Outer Loop. Like that's what it looks like when you invest in a lot of infrastructure. Now, it's a lot of roads and it's a lot of sprawl and it's a lot of, if you want to drive into Dallas, you're talking quite a long commute. But maybe you can work in Plano or Frisco, where these corporate campuses are,
or in Sherman, where it seems like that's why a lot of this is going in, because you've got these huge chip manufacturers up right near the Texas-Oklahoma border that are going in.
You can split it now, so you could work in Sherman and live in Anna, these other sister cities. So yeah, sure.
Will Anderson, just bringing us more about what's going on, and it's a lot to keep up with these days. You can read more about it on the Dallas Business Journal's website. Will, thanks as always for coming in and making us smarter.
Thanks a lot.
Appreciate it.